Hi everyone, my name is Ellie. One of the hats that I wear here at Vitality that I really love is getting to help educate patients on nutrition. And so today it's my pleasure to introduce you a little bit further to our elimination diet and talk about how we can strategize your success as you move forward in the program. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you're preparing to begin the elimination diet is get your kitchen ready. This is not the time to necessarily binge on all the junk food in your cabinets because, hi, I have a pantry. We all have junk in there, especially if you have kids, other people in the house. There's going to be food that's going to be off plan. My best advice is to remove those foods from your pantry in a number of different ways. You can just throw it away, totally fine. If there are certain things you're going to eat, totally fine. My best recommendation is if you have dry goods that are unopened and unexpired, donate those to a local food pantry, share with a friend or relative. Do whatever you need to get those out of sight, out of mind, preferably out of your home so that you're not met with temptation when you're kind of having a weak point during the program. Certain things that you're going to want to look at getting rid of, there's a great list here. Pastas, anything wheat and corn based, so breads, tortillas, things like that. Including baking ingredients. Not saying you have to get rid of those forever necessarily. Maybe just put them somewhere where you can not see them for the time being. Peanut butter, peanut products, dairy products like yogurt, cheese, milk, chocolate, eggs, and egg-based products. Watch for things like mayonnaise that contain eggs. You're going to want to look at your ingredient lists fairly closely as you go through this. You're also going to want to eliminate coffee, soft drinks, caffeinated teas, other corn products that might be canned or frozen. If you're going to eliminate nightshades, you're going to want to get rid of tomatoes and other nightshade spices. Beef products, processed meats are another good one to eliminate, as well as anything with soy. So soy is really sneaky because soy lecithin is found in a lot of ingredients, lists and products as an emulsifier. So you're going to want to look at chocolates and sweets, sauces, dressings, condiments, other products that might contain soy, and try to eliminate those altogether. One area where we tend to find more anxiety when we're looking at changing up our diet is dining out. How do we go out to eat, or how do we have a meal with friends knowing that our diet has changed? This does not have to be stressful. It just takes a little preparation in advance for you to feel comfortable and confident when you do go out to eat, or if you're eating at someone's home. Number one thing you should do is look at the menu before you arrive so you don't feel overwhelmed and you can plan for what you're going to ask for and eat that night. As soon as you are there, let your server know that you have some dietary restrictions. You can phrase this however you want. You don't have to explain in great detail. Just explain the basics of your restrictions. Let them know, it's for medical reasons if you like, and they will respect your wishes, absolutely. You can get creative as well. Most restaurants are happy to create some kind of fun mocktail for you, whether it's a lemonade or something with sparkling water and fresh juices. It's often fun for servers to get to create these things, I've found, so don't be afraid to ask for something that makes you feel like you're drinking something special if it's a special occasion. When you go to order your meal, you're going to want to focus on what's on your plate, whole foods. So we're looking at healthy fats, healthy proteins, and vegetables. So it's nice to be able to order fish if you have access to that. If there's high quality chicken, that's another great option. Some steamed or roasted vegetables cooked in the right fats. It's simple, but it's often very delicious, especially when you're not the one preparing it. And then if all else fails, if you're going somewhere where they don't have what you need, or you're afraid you're going to indulge when you shouldn't, don't be afraid to bring your own food. Most restaurants don't have an issue with this. Any friends and family should be, hopefully accommodating, and you can just make everybody else jealous at the amazing things that you've been able to cook at home. Another thing we want to consider is eating on the go. We're all busy. It's a busy time in our world, and we want to make sure you're planning ahead so that when you need a boost, you have something available that's not out of a vending machine. These are some snacks that you can prepare for the week If you pick a day or two a week to get some of these things ready, you know you're going to exceed later on. When we're looking at snacks, we want whole foods that are going to keep us full longer and are going to help nourish our gut and our body. So we're looking for foods that are rich in fiber, healthy fats, and healthy proteins. And that's going to make your gut really, really happy in addition to keeping you full for a while. So there are some recommendations here below. The recipes that are starred can be found in your weekly recipes guide. But think simple, but healthy and delicious. So cut fresh veggies with some homemade hummus, coconut yogurt with gluten-free granola, which you can purchase or make yourself. Tuna with guacamole and savory seed crackers is a great option for a really, really nutrient-dense snack. You can make smoothies in the morning, knowing you're going to need something quick later on. The crispy rice squares are another great option to have on their own or have with like the hummus or the vegetables or tuna. And then gluten-free overnight oats with a good nut butter are an awesome quick breakfast or snack on the go. This is a question we get asked a lot. Are processed foods okay ever? We do want you to focus on whole foods, but we understand there are times when you just need something that's ready to eat. You can grab it off the counter or out of your bag and have something ready to go. And we want you to have access to good options when this need arises. So these are some things that we can recommend. All of the links will be available in your PDF handout that accompanies this. But these are some things that I've found through the process to be really helpful and also quite healthy. So Siete grain-free tortillas and tortilla chips, they have a lot of different options. They have different flavors. You'll never know you're not eating a regular tortilla chip, and they're great for when you need a substrate for something to snack on. The lava yogurt is found typically at Whole Foods. There are some other grocers that carry it. It's a dairy-free yogurt that's not like your typical coconut yogurt. It's free from any unwanted preservatives or additives. It's got cassava and some other cool ingredients in it. Really delicious, really creamy, really filling. Epic Provisions is a brand that creates some kind of like energy bars, jerky type strips and bites. You do need to watch for certain ingredients in some of these, like pork, beef, and nightshades, but there are some options that are going to be elimination diet friendly. You can get those at Kroger, Walmart, Meijer. They all carry quite a wide variety, and you can also get them at specialty grocers. The Paleo Puffs are another really awesome option if you're looking for something to snack on, as well as the plantain chips, the cassava and yucca chips. A lot of these you can now find at regular stores like Meijer and Kroger, but you can also order them in bulk online if you feel like you're going to be eating or relying on them a lot. The Nuco coconut wraps are a really cool option for a sweet or savory wrap if the grain-free tortillas aren't your style. Enjoy Life is a brand that makes a lot of allergen-friendly foods to go. So they have a seed and fruit mix that's kind of like a granola that's really, really tasty and easy to take with you. And then another thing that we miss a lot with the elimination diet is coffee. So Traditional Medicinals is one brand that makes a roasted dandelion root tea. Really, really great for that roasty morning flavor. It's not the same as coffee. It's not going to replace coffee, but it's the best replacement I've found. And it really does taste great. You can brew it for about 15 minutes. It's a great morning or afternoon cup to kind of get you going through the day. Some other questions that we run into a lot are, okay, so I can't have this. What can I have in its place? So these are some really easy ingredient substitutions. Soy sauce is something that we in the past have cooked with a lot in our house, both with stir fries and with lots of other recipes. So coconut aminos are a great alternative. You can get them at most grocers in the organic section. They are sweeter than soy sauce, but they are soy-free, and they make a really, really nice complement to Asian dishes as well as other cuisines. So that's probably my favorite swap, but you can run down the list here. You know, if you're looking for a spicy kick, a little bit more oomph to something, the fresh minced ginger is a great option. Other nut butters can definitely be used to replace the peanut butter. Just make sure you're considering any possible allergies there. Again, the dandelion root tea is great in place of coffee. Carob and cacao nibs, if you can find them. Usually you're going to get those from like Amazon or a specialty grocer. Can replace chocolate chips in some cases. You can find pastas available that are not wheat-based, like rice pasta, pasta from green beans, edamame, which is not the best because of soy, but there are options out there depending on what you're looking for. You can have rice cereals. Tapioca starch and arrowroot powder can both be used in place of cornstarch in baking and cooking recipes. So if you're looking to thicken a sauce, those are great options to go for. And then when it comes to flour, there are really a ton of options available, and it takes a little bit of experimentation to figure out what you like best. I will tell you personally, cassava and tiger nut are my favorite to work with for most things. Cassava is getting to be pretty easy to find at most local grocers in the organic section, and it behaves similarly to most wheat flours. The other ones, you might need to use a combination of a few kinds to reach that same style and flavor and texture that you get from wheat, but it is doable. So don't be afraid to experiment a little bit because it's so worth the results. So we know that a lot of these ingredients can be found in local stores. Sometimes that's just not convenient. Sometimes you just can't find what you need. There are great resources online to help with this. Thrive Market is a membership service. You do pay an annual membership to have access to reduced rates on a lot of these foods. Amazon, of course, Amazon Prime, Amazon Pantry carry a ton of great options that we've talked about. VitaCost is another company online that offers discounts on specialty and organic foods. And then the last two here, Paleo on the Go and Epicured, are meal delivery services that can deliver meals that follow the elimination diet. So some great options if you are busier, if you need some food prepped, or even if you just want to have things in the freezer ready to heat up and eat. Those last two are really, really great resources that you can use. And then finally, one of my favorite questions, I'm a big sweets person. Some of you are probably big sweets people. What do we do about that? Actually, there are some really, really awesome options. So these starred recipes, again, can be found in your weekly recipes guide. There's some great smoothies in there. A chia seed applesauce bread that's absolutely delicious. Fresh berries with coconut mango cream, which is perfect for a hot day. And then some of my other favorite go-tos, sweet plantains, which are, a plantain looks like a banana. If they're green, they're not yet ripe, but they're very edible. They're just going to be more starchy like a potato. When they are yellow and black, they're going to be a much sweeter flavor. So you can slice those and then fry them in some coconut oil, or, maybe spread a little coconut butter on top, and they're delicious. And then fruit in general, whether it's fresh, frozen, or dried, we do want to eat fruit in careful moderation, but when you're looking for a sweet fix, it's an awesome option. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are happy to help you through this. We're so excited to be on this journey with you, and we just can't wait to see how much better you feel for it. So please reach out if you need anything, and thank you for watching today.